And of course, when you do this with your students, feedback from group work, this is great practice of presentation skills for your students, to teach them how to project their voice, how to have eye contact with people. We often give them presentations of things like their favourite rock group or foods or where they're on holiday, but you can do this all the time in class with feedback on group work, and then make sure that somebody else does it next time, so that everybody has a go at this.
Okay, so I think we managed to find out quite a lot of things about this place, but it's interesting how our understanding of this particular centre developed, I think, while we were just walking around and talking to a nice guy whose nickname is Buja. And he helped us a lot and he gave us quite a lot of information. So first we just looked around and we looked at some posters and other things on the walls, and we found out that there is a laundry here. So you see, we started on the surface, which is very nice, and we realized that it's wiser to wear jeans here, because if you want to get your jeans clean, then you need just 300 dinars. But if they're trousers, then that's already 400 dinars. So just keep this in mind if you don't have clothes with you and you want to do some laundry at a certain point. But then, seriously, this hostel is not just a hostel. I think it was evident yesterday already, because it's quite an unusual building and it's constructed in a very unusual way. There are lots of common areas that are very, very comfortable, and we thought it would be nice really to understand why. First of all, it's called an Ecocentre, an ecological centre. Why is it ecological? What is ecological about it? So, and Uja was very kind, and he told us that first we have just to look around at the place, and there are trees everywhere and the nature is nice. And then this building was constructed in an ecological way, if it's possible to say so, and it uses two main sources of energy. So first of all, that's solar energy, and then ground energy, which is very interesting. I personally have never heard about geothermal energy, that's gathering heat from the ground. Am I right? Yeah. So tell me if I'm mixing something up. And the isolation system of this building is also eco-friendly. So the windows are also eco-friendly, and they allow the energy to be kept here. But if you want to let it out, you just open the windows. So everything is done in a very eco-friendly way here. Sorry.
Well, that's how you do it usually.
Yeah, right. But it's also different. And now they keep developing this building and this concept of making the centre eco-friendly. So they're working on the ways of avoiding using electricity.
There's gas between windows there. You know, in the winters, those windows are not so eco-friendly as those there, because they keep more energy inside, more heat.
Yeah, they said that they're nine layers of something in the frame, which makes the whole structure modern and very efficient.
Able to use glass and still have a lot.
So interesting, you know. I started regretting not having engineering degree or something. It was a little difficult to understand all the little things, but anyway, interesting. Also, if you remember the common area downstairs, there's a very curious bench there, all covered in grass with two pedals. So this is a bench charger, and they put a battery inside, and you can use it, for example, to charge your phone or any other device, and you don't need a lot of time with it. He said, how much?
15.
Well, 15 minutes, because you can use the phone. Yeah, you just pedal. Which is again great for, I think, both for your mind, because you become I think more eco-friendly like that, and for your body, because you can exercise like that, you know, for 15 minutes. I wonder.
And still have your coffee.
Yeah, you have your coffee. That's fantastic. It's for the soul as well, right? So I think that's the ideal place for camp. You know, you exercise your mind, your body, and soul. So please keep in mind that you can do that every day there.
But I have to put the battery inside.
Yeah,
they have it's not inside because it would be destroyed. So you have to take it out and then probably ask them to.
which works in your discipline, see? So lots of things happen at the same time. Then in that area, there's a stage. So it's interesting that it's used for all kinds of performances, because this Ecocentre is mostly used for groups, not individual visitors, and it's used for all kinds of projects, and they already had visitors from churches also choirs, children's choirs, which is also quite interesting, and they staged some of the performances. They had an opportunity to do it outside in the fresh air, which is also, I think, pretty much in line with the ecological principle for this particular centre. Also, something that I found amazing and very, very interesting, they're really trying to use every single inch of this building for different purposes, and probably you did notice, maybe you did notice, in your rooms everything is really, really efficient. Like, you can do whatever you like with this tablet or the table at the wall. You can put it up, or you can then put it down, so you can move things around, and there's not much furniture to make the whole interior quite flexible and to allow the visitors enough space. And I think there is more air in the room. That's what I noticed about our room. We were just there's a lot of space here, a lot of air, which is nice. And in the kitchen, frankly, I did notice it in the morning when we were all having coffees, that on the wall there are tiny little colourful seats attached to the wall. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
You did?
I like the decoration.
Yeah, I thought it was just a decoration, but they're actual seats. So you can just take one of them off the wall and just use it as a seat. Yeah, so there's also, I think, adds a lot of flexibility to the use of the whole centre. So what else? Let me check. Now, I think it's important to talk about the people who work here, because it was quite interesting to interview that man. He said that working here is not only a job. It's not actually a job. It's a lifestyle, because you have to really commit to the principles and the philosophy of this ecological centre, and I think they're all really keen on developing the whole project, but he said that it's not a safe job. So probably to work here you have to be more of, like to have a volunteering experience or something like that, because one day you're here and then sometimes you work for a couple of hours, but sometimes you just stay in for a couple of days or more, and you really, really need to want to commit to the whole story to work here. Now, just some facts about the building. The old, you know that the whole building consists of two parts, the old one and the new one. So the old building was opened in 2008 and the new one in 2012. I think in the prospect you found that there were 3 floors in the loft, which is checked in case you need to be praised for noticing things. And also, people who work here, they want to develop the whole thing even further, so very soon it will be possible to rent bikes here and to cycle around, which was good news for myself because I love cycling, and the area here is very nice. There are lots of hills, it's hilly, and the nature is beautiful. And they're also building a mountain lodge, and it'll be possible to use your bike to go there, to leave the bike there, also to cycle around, so lots of, I think that that's an opportunity to attract eco-tourists, because they're developing the eco-tourism here. That's it actually. So that's what we managed to find out in 17 minutes or 15, let's be fair. Right. So.
Wasn't that fantastic? Yeah?